Breaking
No pun
news.
intended. The
Yeah,
49ers
we shouldn't
have
use
some
that
breaking
word
news.
anymore, Mike. I think that word needs to be, deleted from our vocabulary, yo, because it seems like every season we have breaking news.
Yeah, man. The guys are going through some turmoil. We saw them getting their little Camp Jimmy on, and now it looks like Deebo Samuel's going to be out for a while. The sky is falling. Look at it. It's right behind Tony. Panic is unveiling throughout the fan base. How you guys feeling about this breaking news, man? Deebo Samuel, broken foot, surgery required. What's up, guys?
The good thing is he's having surgery today, right? So they caught it yesterday. He's having surgery today. And the turnaround time they say is he should be back, before season starts. So that's the good news. That's the bright side of this. But there could be some downplay to this. There could be some things that doesn't go as well. I don't think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say I don't think he misses a game. I think he will be back. I think his determination, how players are built a little bit differently, and surgeries are a lot better today, man. So I think this kid will be back. In fact, he's young. That helps too. He has a little bit of more Wolverineism in him. You know what I'm saying? That's healing power for those that don't watch X-Men. But I think this kid will be back, man. I think he's gonna come back strong. And I was telling Tony earlier, man, it's a good thing we did draft Ayuk. You know what I'm saying? So if we wanted to run some of those trickery type plays, boom, we can run that. So, Tony, how do you feel about it?
I'm so upset about this. I thought he was gonna explode this season, have a huge season. I know, like, he still can, but my biggest thing when I heard that he broke the foot and it's a Lynch fracture, whatever it's called, the first thing that popped in my head was Trent Taylor. Is he gonna have these issues? Is it gonna be a pain in the neck? Is it gonna be repetitive surgeries? Like, it sucks, man. I think we were doing so good. They're working their asses off, training. Everything's going great. And me and Mike were talking yesterday on the phone, and he's like, and I said, Mike, don't say it. And I thought he was going to say injury, but he was leaning towards the COVID. But my brain was thinking injury. So, and sure as shit, look what happens. It sucks. It really does.
Yeah, just a correction though. It's not a lids fracture. It's a Jones fracture. And if those that don't know what a Jones fracture is, according to Healthline, a Jones fracture is a break between the base and the shaft of the fifth metatarsal bone of the foot. This is the bone on the outside of the foot, which is connected to the pinky toe. It's the most common type of metatarsal fracture. So these are good. These are good news. These are good signs to the news, right? It's one of the most common breaks. All right. I'm not sure if this is the same injury that Trent Taylor had in his foot. It could be, but Trent Taylor had a number of other injuries as well. It says that the recovery time for a Jones fracture is 7 weeks or less. So 7 weeks or less. All right. So you tell me, we're in the middle of June, and 7 weeks from now, September. What are you guys thinking?
Well, based off of his Instagram post, don't panic. I'll be back in time for the season. No games missed or something like that he had. There was an image. I don't know if we have that image still, but there was definitely an image that he posted on his Instagram story already. They're going to have a surgery and everything, so he should be fine. He should be fine. Now, I'm talking about recovery time. The question is, will this hamper and affect his play, the exploding off of the foot and things like that? I believe this is the same injury that Trent Taylor had. Remember that screw thing that was going on, So what happened now?
Yes, like I said, it's a good question. The only thing I could say is, you can't base the same injury on, you can categorize injuries as injuries, but every player reacts and recovers differently to an injury. All right. So we don't know how he's going to recover from this. Again, minimum 7 weeks. I think it's going to be less than 7 weeks for a guy like this. I just think that his genes and his bones are going to allow him to heal. I'm just going to be optimistic about it, and then we deal with what we have to deal with once the things start happening as the season gets cracking along. We get closer to the season, but as of right now, let's just wish our guy to a speedy recovery, a successful surgery, and a speedy recovery. And Taylor, and let's hope that there's no infection to go along with the surgery, which is what I think hindered Trent Taylor.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely, you're right. I just hope, man. Like Mike said, I hope he doesn't lose the explosiveness because he's an explosive runner, and hopefully he gets through this. He gets it's behind him. He starts playing. He does what he does best, but it just sucks, man.
Yeah, we plan on bringing the show later on this evening, so we can talk about the long-term effect, how it's going to affect camp going forward. Maybe it shakes up the starting roster. Who knows? But we're going to break all that down later on this evening. But we had to bring you guys the breaking news. It is confirmed, first reported that I saw by Ian Rappaport. Deebo Samuel, broken foot, will be out 6 to 8 weeks with the recovery. Same fracture that led Trent Taylor surgery last preseason. Then ensuing infections sideline Trent Taylor. 49ers need Deebo to heal well for another Super Bowl run. That's from Cam Inman there commenting on the report. So let's see. We'll talk about it later, but I don't know if this is really going to affect our Super Bowl run. But we'll talk about all that later on. So we'll see what happens, man. It's going to be listen. I encourage everybody to go back when we did our Attack of the Clones. There were some receivers on this team. I won't get into it. Hey, we gonna be all right, huh? We gonna be all right, guys.
I'm smiling because I agree. Like you just know I agree, man. Huh? Bump. Talk about Kendrick Bourne. I bet y'all gonna be talking about him now. Look, all I'm gonna say, I'm done. I'll see y'all tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. Matter of fact, I'm signing off. Y'all can continue.
That's gonna do it for Breezy, man. But Breezy can't leave because I can't end it. So
I'm
Tony,
back.
man, what are your final thoughts on it, bro?
He's back. Good. Yeah, I mean, listen, it is what it is. Next man up mentality. I was just like when we did our show, like our brothers, he was my rising star. So, I hope he gets through it, 100% healthy, comes back and does what he does best. And, we do have people waiting in the wings, but Deebo's my guy, man. And allegedly, I think he did have the surgery today.
Correct. Or he's having it. Remember, they still in the past, so I don't know if he's in Nashville or what, but he's got some hours behind us.
Yeah. That's it, man.
All right, guys. I think that's going to do it. We'll wrap this thing up here. Thank you guys for checking us out. We had to bring you guys some breaking news. Yes, even the negative kind. Again, no pun intended, but we will be back. We will dive into this a little bit deeper, talk about the long-term effects of it tonight, and then we'll get down to our roster week here for Nothing But Niners. All right, guys, we're going to ramp this thing up a little bit and break down some position groups. So we'll see you guys tonight. Make sure you guys have your notifications turned on. Make sure you guys have the alerts turned on. Give us those thumbs up and tell somebody to follow your favorite 49er channel and then tell them to follow us also, okay? We appreciate you guys.
Peace out.
Later.